Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So in today's video I am going to be doing a review and I am going to be reviewing the new Essence foundation. This is what I'm talking about over here. If you guys don't know, this is called the Essence Insta Perfect Liquid Makeup and it is said to be a strong matte effect, waterproof and a buildable coverage. And I am in the shade 90. When you buy this foundation, it comes exactly as it is, as you guys are seeing. It doesn't come in any other packaging, like a box or anything like that. And I bought this at Clicks and it went for 99 rands if I'm not mistaken. But I'll be linking it down below for you guys if you guys are interested in buying it. The shade, like I said, is 90 and it's hashtag lovely mocha. And at the back it says that it is a liquid lightweight makeup with strong matte effect for a perfect skin tone. It's long lasting and waterproof, and it also says that it is mixable with other colors and that you must shake before use, and then it gives you the instructions on how to use it. So I'm really interested in finding out about this foundation, guys. I've been seeing it on social media quite a lot. I actually haven't opened it, so I don't know how the application of it goes. And it also says on the package that is 30 mils net to 1.04 ounces. So like I said earlier, guys, I am going to be reviewing this foundation. I'm going to apply it in front of the camera with you guys, and then I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off screen, and then I'll go on with the rest of my day. And then later on, just before I go to bed, I'm going to come back on camera and I'm going to sort of give you guys the lowdown on how I feel about the foundation, and you guys will see how it lasted throughout the day. So I'm going to shake it before I use it like it says on the back of the bottle. And I'm going to open it up. And it comes in an application like this, so you get to squeeze it out, which means you're going to have control over how much of it you want to squeeze out, which is a good thing. And I'm just going to squeeze a tiny bit of it at the back of my hand. Okay, I think that should be enough. And to apply it, I'm going to be using my beauty sponge. This is the Studio Effect beauty sponge. I'm also going to link it in the description box below if you guys are interested in buying it. And I'm just going to apply the foundation using my fingers. I've already moisturized my skin and I'm not going to use any primer. I'm just going to put it directly on top of my moisturizer. Then I am going to go in with my beauty sponge. Alright guys, so first things first, the shade is perfect for me, which I'm happy about because I wasn't so sure when I was at the store. Second thing, I'm not sure if it's because I applied coconut oil on my face, but as for now, it looks a bit on the natural side in terms of the finish of it. Doesn't look as matte as yet, but we're gonna have to wait until I'm done applying it. I have to say, guys, I actually like it from what I've seen of it so far, and I think it has a scent to it, eh? It definitely smells like something. It's not a chemical smell or clinical smell or anything like that. It's more of like a fruity type of smell, but it's not so strong. It's not anything overpowering. Alright guys, so that was one layer of application, and from that one layer I feel like it gives off sort of like the same finish as my Maybelline Fit Me, and the coverage is more or less the same. It's not full coverage, but then it doesn't claim to be full coverage on the bottle either. It says that it's buildable. So we're gonna test that out. I'm gonna apply another layer and see how buildable it is. I'm just gonna squeeze out a tiny bit again. And I am gonna apply it using my finger like I did the first time. Then I'm gonna go in with my sponge. Alright guys, so I think that's enough because I don't want it to be cakey. So this is 2 layers of application. As of now, it's still keeping that satin, like dewy, not really dewy, but like more like a skin finish type of finish. But then I'm gonna give it maybe like 5 more minutes and see how it's gonna turn out. I've done 2 layers of application, and as of now it still hasn't gone matte yet, but I'm gonna do my brows and then I'm gonna wait and see how it's gonna look after I've done my brows. And in terms of the coverage, it's definitely buildable. Earlier when I had just 1 application on, I felt like it was sort of like giving me a natural look, but then after the 2nd application I can definitely see that there's more coverage, but I don't think we'll ever get to a full coverage type of look. So if you're a person that has acne, or you have a lot of blemishes on your face, or anything that you just want to hide, I don't think layering this on would actually help completely cover that. You'd have to make use of your concealer, which is not a bad thing because not all of us are looking for that over the top full coverage look. Some of us are just looking for sort of like a natural look that you can build up if you want. If you are a person that doesn't mind building up, that's good, but also at the same time, if you're a person that maybe struggles with doing a build up because you end up looking cakey, it might not be the best foundation for you. But one tip I can give you guys is, if you're trying to build up your foundation, it's always best to go in with as little as possible initially, and you blend out throughout the entire face, and then you go in again afterwards. Don't try to put in a lot of amount at the same time because that leads to cakeness. But if you do light layers and you just keep on building them up, that is much more effective. So it's been like 5 minutes now off camera whilst I was doing my brows, and I have to say that the foundation itself hasn't really gone strong matte. It is sort of like maintaining a sort of normal satin look on my face, which I don't mind, but since the bottle claims that it's a strong matte effect, I don't feel like it really delivers on that. However, I do have to say, since I did apply coconut oil on my face because I applied underneath my eyes for my wrinkles, I feel like it did affect the finish of the foundation. And if you look around my chin and my jawline and my forehead, I feel like the finish is sort of different to the one that I have underneath my eyes, which is not a huge problem. However, if you are claiming to be a strong matte finish, what I put underneath my foundation shouldn't have that strong of an effect, because I feel like now it's leaning towards the matte side more than it being matte. If you say it's a strong matte finish, I would actually expect it to be sort of matte, but not as matte as I would expect it, since I have other things underneath my foundation. So if you're a person with maybe oily skin, I don't think that this foundation would really necessarily give you that strong matte finish that you'd be looking for. However, you can always do something underneath your foundation to help the finish of the foundation. As for the color, I'm really happy about shade 90. I feel like it's a perfect shade for me. And as for the coverage, I also like the coverage. I'm not really a person that likes to go full coverage when I'm just going about my day. So I feel like this is beautiful, and I feel like it is also really as buildable as they say it is on the packaging. So now I'm gonna do a transfer test. I haven't put on any powder on my face as yet, but when I touch my face, it does sort of like transfer a bit of oils on my fingers. Not a lot though, but just enough to be noticed. So if maybe I would be hugging someone, I definitely feel like it would really transfer in another person's clothing, which is not really something that you'd expect from a strong matte foundation. But like I said, I'm not a person that is looking for a matte foundation, but if you claim it on the packaging, you might as well deliver it to the people. So as for those 3 things, the finish, the coverage, and how buildable it is, I really like the foundation. I feel like it performs 2 out of 3. It's only the matteness of the foundation that I'm really questioning. So what I'm going to do, guys, now is I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to do the normal stuff that I do if maybe I was just going out with my friends, and then I'll come back on camera and I'll show you my finished look. So I'll see you guys just now. Alright guys, so I'm back and I've done the rest of my makeup. I didn't do anything too difficult. I just did a light pink eye and a pink lip gloss. I used a bit of blush and highlight. And as of right now, I'm quite happy with the way that the foundation looks and how my makeup turned out. I wouldn't say it's the best that I've ever had, but I'm quite happy with the way that it looks, especially with the price point as well. So now I'm just going to do a transfer test again after I've put on powder and I've put on setting spray. The transfer isn't as much as it was earlier. I feel like the foundation definitely dried down a bit more, and maybe the fact that I used powder also helped a bit. But I did use my energizing setting spray, which is actually very hydrating and it does give off that dewy look. I think it's safe to say that this foundation does give you sort of like a matte look, but I wouldn't really bet on the strong part. It will give you a matte look, but it won't give you a strong matte look, because like I am looking at myself right now, I feel like I am normal, I'm not too dewy. However, this spray does usually give me a dewy look, so I feel like maybe the foundation did work from the last time that I have spoken to you guys. So the time now is 16:42, and I'll be back a bit later on and I'll give you guys the lowdown on the foundation. But I'm very happy with the way that my foundation looks right now, so I'm just gonna go about with the rest of my day, and I'll see you guys a bit later on and I'll tell you guys how the foundation will out throughout the day. Alright guys, so I'm back and it's been about 6 hours since I last saw you guys, and the time right now is 22:26, and I have to say guys, I am so impressed with this foundation. I didn't really expect it to hold up as well as it did. I am looking at myself in the mirror right now and I have to say that I look quite good. I was expecting a bit of cracking around my mouth and around my nose, because those are usually the places where my foundation would crack because of all the folds. But then I feel like I look so good. It has held up quite well, and my skin isn't oily, because that's usually what happens at the end of the day. I feel like I'll be oily around my forehead, around my nose, and certainly underneath my eyes, but today I'm not experiencing any of that. And I also have to say I am quite impressed with the finish of it, even though it's not exactly a strong matte as it claims on the bottle, but I am happy with the finish. And also need to mention that it could be perhaps that I use the energizing spray, which gives out the finish that I really like in the foundation. But I am very happy with everything about this foundation. I'm also happy about the fact that it's 99 rands and that is really affordable. I'm also happy about the fact that it is a plastic bottle, which means it's going to be perfect for traveling. You don't have to worry about it breaking on your way to wherever you want to go. And I'm also happy about the fact that the application is sort of like a squeezing situation, where you can squeeze out as much as you want and you don't get to lose much of your product, because that is also quite a concern if you have a foundation that doesn't have any sort of control application. And I'm really happy about the way that it applies. It's very blendable. It is buildable as it claims on the bottle. It does give you quite a matte finish, but it's not as strong as it claims, which is something that I've been mentioning the entire video. And I'm truly happy guys, and I also feel like it really is Insta perfect as it says it is. So guys, I would really give this foundation a big thumbs up. If you're looking for something affordable, something that looks great, and something that you can take with you whilst traveling, I would really suggest that you go for this foundation. Like I said earlier, I bought it at Clicks for only 99 rands. One last thing guys about the foundation, I'm trying to look online the shade ranges. When I was at Clicks, I really didn't feel like there was a lot of shade ranges, but luckily I did manage to find the shade that is perfect for my skin. But as I'm looking online, it doesn't look like there are many shades. According to this picture, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But 9 shade ranges. So hopefully if you're looking for it and you go to the store, you'll manage to find the shade that is perfect for you. But I don't think that there's really a lot of in-betweens. And sometimes that can be such a disadvantage, because not everyone can afford to buy 2 different foundations and do their own mixing at home. But one thing you can do though, you can always buy one foundation and mix it with a completely different foundation in order to achieve the sort of shade that you are looking for. But apart from that, I would say that this is a big old thumbs up for this foundation. So that is it guys for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, and I do hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click that bell. If you have anything to request for the future, or if you have any comment about this video, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll have a look at it, and I promise that I will respond. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.